you're so afraid to let people down when you should have a healthy fear of letting yourself down. This has to be the year where you let the people down that just want to use you.
Welcome back. That was Trent Shelton, a former NFL linebacker who is now helping people remove negativity from their lives. His new book, Protect Your Peace, has some wisdom for all of us. Trent, welcome to DBL. Yes, we need to hear this. Yes, we do.
Hello, how you doing?
Trent, so happy to see you here. I'm following you right after this interview because you played football. I played football. I'm into motivation, and so are you. So how did you transition from football to motivational speaker?
It was by accident. I always say motivational speaking found me. I'm an introvert by nature, but losing football hit my rock bottom, and I didn't know what to do with my life except work on myself. And so as I started to work on myself and share my journey, I realized that people needed to hear my story, and so that's how it started.
Go Bears.
Okay. So your new book is about protecting your energy from things that drain it. What are things that drain you, and how do you deal with it? Because when you said the rock bottom was losing football, like I have family members who I often talk about that time where that ends, and then you have to find yourself. So can you speak a little bit about that too?
Yeah, for sure. You know, finding yourself, I've said this of late, like being lost isn't a bad thing because it means that you're about to be found at some point. And usually if you do the work, which is hard at times, you find a better version of yourself, or you find something inside of you that you didn't know existed. And so that's what happened with me. And I feel like everybody listening, like there's a you inside of you that you haven't even met yet. That's the greatest you. And when it comes to protecting your energy, just from the things that drain it. And what I mean by that is like, I feel like a lot of us in today's world, we're a slave to requests. We're a slave to pleasing people's perceptions. And so it's like, how can I no longer lose myself trying to please everyone else? And so I've learned how to say the word no a lot more, even if that means that, you know, people around me might not really accept it or feel it, but I need to give that yes to myself.
That's great. I mean, you know, it seems like you focus a lot about words that I feel like we all maybe use all the time, but don't really understand what they mean. Because you said that the word peace is your word of the year. Why did you choose it, and what does peace look like for you?
Yeah, you know, I had an encounter, and I'm not going to go into the whole story, in 2016, but that encounter showed me with the man that, you know, it was a homeless man I met after my event. I was at my lowest point, and he told me, he's like, man, you have everything, but you really have nothing. He said, I might look like I have nothing, but I have everything because I have peace. And I realized that if you don't have peace in your life, you can have a success that looks beautiful to the world. You can have everything that looks like everything to the world, but deep down inside, you have nothing. And so I said, man, you know, I want to have an internal success, a holistic success, not just an outside success. And that's what peace means to me, you know, making sure you're whole in the inside, despite what the outside may look like.
I know we don't seem to have a lot in common just by looking at us, but to be honest with you, I'm on the same story as you, and I'm so happy to read this book. I just read a little bit. It says, if you're not ready to embrace yourself as your own hero yet, my question for you is, why not? That's something I'm dealing with right now. What is the greatest story you've heard from someone that you've helped?
Yeah, over these 15 years, it's been a lot, but one that sticks out was one of my earlier events. It was a small event, like 10 people there. But it was the right 10 people, and two young teenagers came up to me and said, Trent, with tears in their eyes, you saved my mom's life. And I said, well, I didn't save her life. I might have did something to help, but she made that decision. And he said, no, you really gave her some inspiration. So she came and talked to me, and she said, hey, I was going to log on Facebook to literally say my goodbyes, to end my life. And your video that was titled, if you're thinking about killing yourself, watch this. And she watched it, and she said, you know, that's the reason why I'm here today, and that's the reason why these two boys have a mother. So I'll never forget that.
I have chills. As a mother, I have chills. And listen, this is your purpose, and what an honor to have you on the show, Trent. Absolutely. DBL Nation, pick up Trent's book, Protect Your Peace, 9 Unapologetic Principles for Thriving in a Chaotic World, out now on Amazon or at trentshelton.com. Thank you, Trent. We appreciate you. Congratulations.